I'm Phillip Braun, consultant for Carplounge. Today we're here at a beautiful little lake in Germany, and as we get many questions on the boat, and I've been using it for about 2.5 years now, we've decided to come together today to do a little film and describe the boat in more detail, guide you through the main functions and talk about the different setups and settings that you can use. So hopefully most of the questions that we received are covered with this little film now. The RT4 is our flagship model, very popular worldwide. We're getting huge numbers of questions about this boat, and we've brought it out additional to the carbon optic, which has been available for years now in a matte black look for your tackle tarts out there. Personally, I like the carbon look and it matches my rods, but for those guys who like a little bit more matte black finish, you can also choose that version in the converter, which is available on our website. Before we have a closer look at the boat in detail, I will tell you a bit about the company, which was founded in 2005 and has specialized in the production of high quality bait boats and bait boat components. As of today, we are market leader worldwide for high-end quality bait boats and have 16 technical specialized employees working day in and day out to produce about 40 to 50 bait boats per week, which are shipped all over the world. We are proud to produce everything in Germany. All the components for the boats and the whole boats are produced 100% in Germany. This is how we ensure our quality, and this is what people expect from us, because the boats are used by the most specialized carp anglers all over the world under the hardest of conditions, and those guys can never compromise on their tackle. They need to have reliable components and reliable tackle, which is why we cannot compromise on our quality. What makes the boat so special is this. It's the glass fiber injection molded ABS material, which makes it the strongest and most reliable boat on the market. You can't really break this boat. We have decided to not use any mechanical parts at all, no movable part like servo motors, which cause huge problems for many different bait boat companies around the world. Those mechanical parts, when they come together with water, sooner or later they will break down at one point in time. We have not included anything that should break down in combination with water, so very robust, reliable components, so that you can use it for years and years without any problems. The RT4 is not the cheapest boat on the market, and we know that, but it comes with many features already in the standard version, like dimmable lights, a backup system for the batteries, which can be switched on or off by the remote system, so the batteries are separated and you can choose which one to use. You have a runtime roughly about 8 kilometers, which is enough for a long weekend. On the back you have release systems for the hooks, so you can take out 2 rods at once if you wish. And what makes the boat so special is the double jet drive system, which Carplounge has a patent on. Amazing system, which we will have a closer look in a little bit more detail now. Let's have a closer look at the jet drive system. The RT4 is often used especially for weedy waters because it drives through the thickest of lily pads, beds, or also weed, little sticks. Nothing can destroy this jet drive system. Even if something should get inside the motor, it will be destroyed. The boat cannot be destroyed by water plants or little sticks or whatsoever. It comes with a guard system, weed guard system, which protects the jet drives from anything getting inside. But like I said, even if something should get inside, no problems whatsoever. No fuss with this jet drive system. You can throw the boat into the water and get it into business straight away. It runs straight away. You don't have to wait for water to fill up and then start the boat like you have to do with some other bait boat companies, but you can just start it straight from scratch, put it in the water, and you're ready to go. Let's have one closer look at the weed guard system, which is built in driving direction, which means that the motor is getting even more efficient because the boat doesn't need extra energy to pull the water in. This happens automatically because the weed guard system is built into driving direction, which gives the boat more power to push the water out back again, and that allows for the efficiency and the long run times for our motors and our battery systems. For the RT4 you can choose from 3 different motor systems. The standard motors are already very powerful and cover most of the modern day fishing situations. But if you're fishing rivers or big waters, you can choose brushless motors, which are even more powerful and even quicker. So you get more from these motors and you can choose them. A very new system that we now offer are the ultra low noise motors, which are extremely popular for small waters, especially at English syndicates where people want boats that don't make any noise whatsoever. And this is a new option that you can also choose. So we cover the whole spectrum from big windswept gravel pits to small garden ponds. Wherever you go, you can find the right motor for yourself and your boat. When I first received my RT4, it was delivered with lipo polymer batteries, which were industry standard at that time. The problem with these batteries can be that after about 50 to 100 recharging circles, they lose their capacity a bit. This is why in recent months, I think we've done this for about a year now, we've changed over to these babies, which are lithium-ion batteries. And the advantage of those is that they can be recharged even quicker, and they have a lot more recharging circles, don't lose capacity. Those are industrial standards now. They are used in the most modern mobile technologies and also laptops and mobile phones. They have original Samsung cells, so those can be recharged in about 2 hours. Standardized, you get 2 batteries with the boat, complete with a high-end recharging system. And many clients prefer to have 3 batteries compared to the 2 ones, because like this they can always have 1 recharged at the car, because you can also recharge them with your 12-volt car batteries on the bank. For a long weekend, 2 batteries are enough. Personally, I think you can always have 1 on the recharger, 1 in the boat, or quickly recharge them and then get the boat back into position. Those go for hours and hours. You have this switching system, so you can have a backup system, switch it with the remote control, use the main battery or the backup battery, and always get your boat running. This whole system is custom built. So we have chosen to build it in a way that the batteries perfectly match and perfectly fit into this little cabin here. So no movement of the batteries at all when the boat is moving, so you don't get any fuss with that. And we have chosen to use 10 ampere car fuses, because if something should ever happen to these fuses, you can change them at every gas station around the world. So this is a standardized industrial product, which if it should ever break down, you can exchange really easily and really quickly all over the world. Another advantage of the RT4 is that you have a lot of space, so you can get easily up to 4 to 5 kilos of bait into the boat. If you want to go really heavy and have a lot of bait on your spot, this is the boat for you. You can get a lot of bait into it, and you will never have the problem of these sections opening up without you wanting it, because they are controlled by a magnetic splint system, which you can also see on the back. So no fuss with this system. They will never open up without you making them open up through the remote control system. If you want to go heavy with your bait, if you want to drop it exactly at your spot and not anywhere else, this is the boat for you. Additional to the dimmable light system, you have lights all around the boat, which will give you a signal once you open up the sections to drop your rig or drop your bait. So even in the darkest of nights, you will exactly know what is going on. The power light is an additional function which helps you when you fish in close to the opposite bank in the middle of the night. So you can switch it on or off if needed, and you will always have a good overlook over the situation. Over the remote system, you can choose between the main battery system and the backup battery system. So if the lights are out, you're running with the main ecosystem, and this little window also shows you the charging status of the battery. If you choose the backup battery, the light the white lights will switch on, and you know now that you're using the backup battery. So I hope that we could give you a little insight about the technical details of the RT4 today. Personally, I've been using this boat for over 2 years now. I'm more than happy with it, and I think I've pointed a lot of my colleagues and friends into the right direction by telling them to get onto the RT4, and they highly value the boat because they are fishing weedy waters, big waters with wind on it, and they need the power that these boats offer. We are happy to answer your questions on the shows that we are at in England, Germany, and all over the world. On our website you will find a lot of descriptions and explanations in different languages. If you call us, we can help you out in German, English, and even Polish, so no questions should be left open. In this first part of the series we've now covered the main features of the boat. In the next part of the series Alex will visit me at my target water, so you can join me on the banks of a little nice lake that I'm fishing currently, and then we will go into more detail about new technical features like fish finder systems and also the very popular autopilot system that we get a lot of questions already about. So join us for the next film of this series. We're out for now today, and I hope you enjoyed.